Yo! It's the ND 500! Woo! Alright, so, I've hit 500 subscribers. I was hoping that it was going to take a couple days for that to happen from where I made the video, but I went from 60 to 80 like nothing, and then I went from 80 to 460 to 480, and then from 480 to 500 like in 2 days. So my bad. If you have any questions that you didn't get in on, leave them in this comment, and I'll answer a couple of them like at the end of tomorrow's video or something like that. Sorry. It's going faster than I anticipated. Maybe we'll be lucky, and in a couple of weeks we can do the Andy 500 times 2. That would be cool. Anyways, alright, so getting right into it. Mr. Artful asks, how many videos have you made? As of right now, I have made 390 videos. They range. If you go all the way, if you go to my videos and you go all the way to the last page, like the 2 last pages, I think, are all podcasts of me and my buddy Dennis, and just doing stupid shit and just laughing and talking to each other. And then I got big into video game videos, and then I started doing Loot Crate unboxing videos, and now I do this. So most of you know me from this. Yeah, my video game videos weren't very popular, and neither were the podcasts, but who knows, whatever. Yeah, so I have a wide variety. I have a movie that we made, me and a whole bunch of friends. It's like a Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I've got a couple of goofy skits in there, and breaking stuff, and yeah, all sorts of stuff. I make whatever I think is funny. So, whatever. Alright. Steph A asks, are you a shower or a grower? Hi, Dad! I'm a grower. I am not much of a shower. My anatomy is unique. I'm not like intersex or anything like that. But yeah, I'm definitely a grower. Thank you for that. Hi, Dad! Steph asks again, if you couldn't do YouTube anymore, what would you be doing? What I was doing before I quit to start doing this full time, I was like a warehouse manager at a factory. I pretty much ran like the floor. My boss was the warehouse manager. Like, she ran the warehouse, but I pretty much ran the floor. She did all the office stuff, I did all the floor stuff. So I kind of made sure everything got loaded and packed and all that. And I wanted to, when I quit, I tried to get a job at FedEx, working their dock. But I'm a tow motor driver, I'm a dock worker, so I would probably be doing that if I wasn't doing this. And that sucks. That's why I'm doing this. And I'm going to hold out doing this for as long as I possibly can. Like maybe another 2 months I might be able to get. Something like that. And yeah, then I'm going to have to find a real job. And that's going to suck. But, you know, who knows. Things are going good right now on YouTube. Things are going at a pretty decent pace. So, never know what'll happen in the next couple of months. Could be, you never know. Oh, fuck me. It's a whole lot. There we go. Ralph Scott. He's got a few questions. One, if I look at the video of the guy on the wall at 11:03, you see he could have just walked to the water and got around the wall. Did he not see that? I saw that too, and honestly, I think that's how he got up the thing. Because the wall, if you see it, they do kind of pan around and show the water, and the wall kind of just dips down into the water. I don't know if it, like, continues underwater or anything like that, but whatever. So, like, I think that's how he got up the wall. I think he went up the fucking shallow part, like, in the water, and just kind of shimmied his fucking way up. I think that's kind of how he might have done it. I don't know. It seems like that would be a lot more effort than just climbing the fucking fence, but I did see that. I did think that was very funny. How do you pick your videos to comment on? I go through a process. I have a whole bunch of channels that I subscribe to. I subscribe to everybody that I mess with. So I watch whatever new videos they've put out for the day, and whatever I think is funniest. Like, honestly, whatever I think is either the most poignant topic of the moment, or whatever I think is the funniest. Lately there's been so much stuff going on in politics that I've been hammering on the politics a lot lately, but I would rather do funny videos. I'd rather make fun of Riley and tease Steve Shrives and what is it? I think it's like seriously.tv or something like that. That's a new one that's going around. They've made a video that I kind of want to fuck with. But I like doing that stuff. Like the really crazy, goofy people. I hate doing the pedophile stuff. I've done too much of that in my career so far, and people need to stop touching kids. But yeah, so that's kind of how I pick them. Like whatever I just think is funniest. Or whatever I think would be funniest to make fun of. You know, whatever would be funniest for you guys to watch. You know, whatever I think I can come up with good jokes with. What team is your hat for? I have been watching, and there's never a good shot of the front of the hat, and I am too lazy to try and Google what info I can see. Thanks for some cuteness. Oh yeah, the cuteness at the end of the video. Why would you Google my hat? I don't think you'd get like what's on the front of like if you Googled what's on the front of Andy's. I wonder what would have come up if you did that. I have to do that sometime. Anyways, it is the what is it? NFL Division Champions, AFC North, Cincinnati Bengals, 2013 championship hat. This is one of my favorite hats. This is my favorite team. My grandmother was huge into the Bengals back in the Icky Woods, Boomer Esiason days. And so I became huge into the Bengals. And I've been a fan of them ever since. And it's been a hard road to hoe. But Andy Dalton, man, that guy is a fucking phenom. Joins the team, and that year, playoffs, bitch. Like, fucking 20 years in a row, he's taken us to the playoffs. It's been fantastic. Got to the Super Bowl. And then we had a horrible season last season. But it should get better. Anyways, yeah, Bengals. That's what that is. I'm a Bengals fan. I'm an Indians fan. I am a Bulls fan. And I'm a Penguins fan. And American soccer. And I like I like the New Zealand rugby team. And college, I'm a big Hawaii fan. I like the fucking Warriors. And don't call them the fucking Rainbow Warriors. They're the Warriors. God damn it, change the name. But yeah, so Bengals. Yeah, and they all have like little backgrounds. I've always been an Indians fan because Cleveland Indians. I've always been a Bulls fan since Jordan days. Fucking those are some good basketball days. But I generally hate basketball. And hockey, I've always been a Penguins fan because I like Penguins. That one I kind of picked when I was young. But, you know, I pick a team and I stick to them. Like, I'm not one of those people that jump the bandwagon. But yeah, that's literally why I like the Penguins. Because when I was a kid, I liked Penguins. And there was fucking Penguins. So, there you go. Judy Abuti asks, I joke about my inability to take personal responsibility for anything. But the reality is that people don't take personal responsibility for shit. So when someone does, it's refreshing. God damn it. Alright, that's about the last video. And you're right, it's not so... Alright, Jesus Christ. Anyway, how did you get into creating anti-SJW / political content? That started, with the election. I started watching a lot of news. I started watching a lot of election coverage. And I watched the debates and all that stuff. And I was watching a lot of, like, Milton Friedman at the time. And a lot of the stuff that Milton Friedman said, I really agree. I mean, it's all very common sense stuff. And Hillary Clinton was, like, saying the opposite of everything that he was saying. So I kind of, you know, got into piecing together the debates to kind of do funny things. And I tried different stuff. And I pieced her together, going back and forth with Milton Friedman, and I did that kind of stuff, and I thought it was a lot of fun, and I started watching a lot of Bearing, and Bearing kind of introduced me to everybody. Like, through him, I started watching Undoomed, and Sargon, and Omegon, and the Warskis, Wasley, Thunderfoot, Crown T. Like, you know, it was kind of the progression. I kind of got around to a lot of them. And started watching all of that stuff. And so I just was like, fuck, I love just talking and being an ass. I got opinions. I can do this. So this became what I started doing. And it's been the niche that's worked for me. So that's why I'm still doing it. Because there's no point in doing YouTube if nobody's fucking watching you. Because it was ridiculous when nobody gave a shit. It was very disheartening. What is your most awkward... Man, Steph... What is your most awkward, embarrassing sexual experience? My most awkward, embarrassing sexual experience. Well, the one where I got the scar on my forehead, that's not a great one. I don't think that would be my most awkward or embarrassing. Like, I guess, the most awkward and embarrassing... I don't know if that's embarrassing for me, though. Now I've built it up, I have to tell it. Alright, one of my ex-girlfriends. I'm not going to say which one. If you're watching, you know, though. One of my ex-girlfriends, like, she wasn't the most attractive girl in the world. So, like, we would fuck and I would constantly lose my heart on. Yeah, that's a good one. That's pretty awkward and embarrassing. I've got some good sex stories. I toss them out wherever I can. A lot of them are in the podcast days. I've told 3 or 4 sex stories in the podcast days. But, like, yeah, that's probably my most awkward and embarrassing. That wasn't fun to go through. Because, like, you know, if it happens once, you kind of go, oh, damn, you know. But, like, when it happens over, like, every time... That's rough. Yeah, that's really rough. When the questions of "I wonder what's wrong" start getting thrown around, that's rough. All right, me Shika Petite. I think I'm saying that right. I'm not going to spell it. Do you have any YouTube content creators who you take inspiration from? Yeah, all of them I named before. Like, I'm inspired kind of like a conglomerate of all the people that I watch. Like, I like Bering's humor. I like Undoom's sense of whimsy. I thought it was so funny when he made the one video where in the beginning of the video, he's like, I'm going to be as inappropriate as possible. And like through the whole video, he's just like, suck my cock. Like, it was hysterical. And I think Tim, Demotivator Opinion, he tweeted that like Undoomed was losing his mind, and I was like, you didn't get the joke, man. That was funny as hell. I like his sense of whimsy. I like Sargon's like hard, cold, dispassionate logic. I don't know if you would agree with my assessment of that. I like Crown T for like, I don't know. He always kind of brings something new to the table. Like, I really like his content, but I can't put my finger on why. Maybe it's just him. Maybe it's just, like, his personality. Maybe it's his voice is just so hypnotic that it's like... But, yeah, I don't know. There's something about Kraut, though. Wasley I like because... Literally, I like Wasley because every video that he makes, he comes out with some sort of, like, bullet point where I'm like, holy shit, I would have never thought of that. And I think that's great. That's fantastic. When somebody can come up with something that I would have never it's just a great way to, I love that. Yeah, and I kind of try, I like the sass of Blair White. I try and like combine it all together, and that's what I try to reproduce in some way. I try and pick and choose all the good qualities and do that somehow. I don't know. Yeah, all of them. And she loves me. Love you too. Mishika Petite also asked, it's not easy, is it? By this, I imagine you mean pimpin'. And I'm here to tell you, no. Pimpin' ain't easy. Not a bit. Rewind Rewix says, great work. Not really a question, but thank you all the same. I'm just reading everybody's comments at this point. I didn't know how long the video was going to wind up being. Oh, this is going to be pretty long. I talk a lot. Mr. Hurtful said, me, Ishka Petite, in trying to think of a good question. Lol. That's funny. In my mind, this worked out a lot funnier. Is Mishka Petite? No, that's the answer. The pimping question from earlier. Mr. Hurtful agrees. Yeah, that whole read every comment thing worked out a hell of a lot better in my brain than it did in actuality because I couldn't think of what to say. All right. Well, that's it. I hope everybody's questions were answered to satisfaction. I tried to give as much detail as possible because I figured, you know, if I do a 5-minute video where I'm like, no, yes, grower, losing my heart on. That would have been a shitty video. So there you go. And maybe I've spurned some thoughts for questions later on down the line. Everybody who got their questions answered, you're fucked until the next 500 subscribers. So no more questions from you guys. If there's anybody that didn't get their questions in that would like to answer questions, then I will pop those in at the end of the next video. And then after that, fuck all y'all until I get 1,000 subscribers. Not doing it anymore. So, yeah, I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the like button and all that shit. I haven't done my outro in a long time. And check out my Patreon, YouTube, Facebook, Minds, all that nonsense. And until next time, have a good day. Bye-bye.